My name is Sophia, and I'm 28 years old. I grew up in the vibrant and magnificent city of London, England. Coming from an upper-middle-class family, I was fortunate to have an environment that fostered my all-around development. Despite their hectic schedules, my parents always made time for me, showering me with affection and support. My childhood was adorned with cherished moments spent at Hyde Park, bustling celebrations on Oxford Street, and warm evenings in a home brimming with books and classical music. From an early age, I developed a deep affection for animals. I fondly recall pleading with my parents to let me care for a stray kitten I found in the park, or spending hours observing sparrows fluttering by the window. My love for animals was more than just a pastime. It played a crucial role in shaping my empathy and connection to the natural world. These experiences, combined with my upbringing, molded me into a compassionate individual with a strong sense of duty. As I matured, my thirst for knowledge grew, becoming the focal point of my existence. I embarked on my university journey with a resolute ambition to delve into the world of academics. During those 4 years, my dedication to learning was unwavering, often prioritizing it over romantic pursuits that captivated many of my peers. My belief was steadfast: to secure a strong foundation for my future before venturing into matters of the heart. Upon graduating with commendable results, I felt equipped to face the real world. Although numerous paths lay open before me, I chose to pursue teaching, a decision that surprised many who knew me. Yet this choice was heartfelt, driven by a passion for sharing knowledge, and a desire to make a meaningful impact on others' lives. I vividly recall the moment I revealed this aspiration to my parents. Their eyes sparkled with pride and unwavering support. My mother embraced me, expressing her confidence in my potential as a teacher, while my father's approving smile spoke volumes. Earlier this year, as I celebrated my 28th birthday, a significant milestone was achieved when I passed the entrance exam to officially become a literature teacher. This accomplishment was the fruit of countless hours of dedication and an unyielding passion. I secured a position at a secondary school in Yorkshire, a serene and charming town characterized by cobblestone streets, ivy-laden houses, and the crisp air of the English countryside. As I packed my belongings, a mix of excitement and nervous anticipation filled me. I settled into a quaint house close to the school, bordered by a delightful garden blooming with lavender and lush greenery. Upon my arrival in Yorkshire, stepping into my new home, I experienced an unparalleled sense of freedom. Living independently presented its own set of challenges, yet it was equally exhilarating. For the first time, I took charge of every aspect of my life, from selecting room decor to adapting to the tranquil pace devoid of London's incessant hustle. In the serene afternoons, as birds chirped among the trees, I felt an indescribable calm, as though I had found my rightful place, a place where I could realize my dream of inspiring and nurturing future generations. To cope with the initial solitude in Yorkshire, I decided to adopt a Labrador named Rocky. Rocky quickly became my closest and most devoted companion, infusing joy and vitality into my abode. Each morning, his enthusiastic wagging tail greeted me, infusing my day with vigor. After work, our walks through the leafy town streets allowed me to admire the historic homes and savor the tranquility that enveloped the area. Rocky was more than just a pet. He became my silent confidant, intuitively sensing my emotions. One evening in August 2004, after returning home exhausted, I settled onto the living room sofa. Rocky bounded over to play, and our playful interaction soon evolved into a comforting routine. Initially, Rocky was unsure of what to do, but with time and patience, he became adept at following my lead. That night, our bond strengthened as we repeated the routine until dawn. This companionship alleviated the solitude that often crept in, especially living alone in an unfamiliar town. From that first evening, Rocky and I continued our nightly ritual whenever I returned from teaching. While my career in education was fulfilling, it often left little room for personal connections. Since my university days, I had prioritized academics and career, inadvertently sidelining romantic pursuits, despite interest from potential suitors. As my professional journey progressed, I felt an expanding void. The moments of relaxation with Rocky became my solace, a source of the closeness I had been missing. Everything shifted one autumn afternoon when I encountered Max, a man 2 years my senior. That day, after a taxing day at school, my car unexpectedly broke down on a deserted road under the soft glow of the autumn sun. Panic set in as darkness approached, and I was unsure how to proceed. As I fumbled with my phone to seek assistance, a deep voice broke the silence, offering help. Turning around, I met Max's gaze. His sturdy frame and calm demeanor put me at ease. Despite wearing a grease-stained outfit, his genuine smile was reassuring. Without hesitation, he assessed my car, engaging me in conversation to alleviate my anxiety. I shared anecdotes about my teaching role, my early experiences in Yorkshire, and my appreciation for the area's tranquility. Max listened intently, occasionally nodding and smiling. He shared his own stories of small-town life, his lifelong passion for fixing cars, and the satisfaction he derived from his work despite its challenges. Our conversation flowed naturally, as if we were old friends. After resolving my car issue, I offered to compensate him, but he declined with a smile, calling it a small favor. "If you ever need help again, just call," he said, handing me his business card with his contact details. The sunset cast a warm glow on his face, emphasizing his sincere blue eyes. I felt a weight lift from my heart and smiled in gratitude. From that day, Max and I kept in regular contact. He was not only a skilled mechanic, but also someone who was always willing to listen and share. Each encounter, whether a brief coffee break or a stroll around town, left me feeling understood and valued. Max shared tales of his family, childhood fishing trips with his father, and amusing garage anecdotes. I found a genuine simplicity and honesty in his words and actions, qualities I had long sought but never found. Over time, Max became an integral part of my life. His warmth and authenticity assured me I was no longer alone. Whenever work left me feeling drained or blue, I knew I could turn to Max for solace and encouragement. What began as a chance encounter blossomed into a profound connection, bringing me a sense of peace and joy I had never known. After meeting Max, my routine with Rocky came to an end. Just 2 weeks into knowing Max, I realized our relationship was blossoming naturally and swiftly. Each encounter set my heart racing, and I felt the authenticity in every glance and word he shared. Max wasn't just a source of comfort, he was the one who brought laughter into my life with tales from his past and his simple yet profound dreams. We spent countless afternoons wandering the quaint streets of Yorkshire, pausing at charming old cafes to savor strong coffee and delicious scones. In the evenings, Max would often take me to fields of wildflowers where we watched the sunset's vibrant hues and listened to the gentle chorus of birds. It was in those moments that I understood I had found a genuine connection with someone who truly understood and loved me without conditions. After 2 weeks filled with unforgettable memories, Max confessed that he couldn't envision life without me. His heartfelt words resonated deeply within me. I no longer questioned my emotions, the loneliness of the past was replaced by the joy and warmth Max brought into my life. We decided there was no reason to wait and began planning a small, meaningful wedding together. The day arrived quickly, filled with anticipation. We exchanged vows in a quaint church nestled on a lush hillside, adorned with wildflowers creating a romantic backdrop. Our closest friends and family gathered to offer their heartfelt blessings. I vividly recall Max waiting at the aisle's end, his eyes brimming with happiness and hope, and my heart beating in harmony with his. Our vows, exchanged in the soft glow of the afternoon, were promises to one another for a lifetime. After the ceremony, we returned to the cozy house I had previously rented. This once familiar home was now alive with laughter and the imprints of a shared life. Together, Max and I transformed our living space, adding small decorative touches that reflected our shared tastes. Each evening, we sat at the dining table, with candles flickering, and engaged in intimate conversations that made the room feel exceptionally warm. On weekends, we rose early to prepare breakfast, cherishing each simple yet joyous moment. With Max moving in, the small house in Yorkshire truly felt like a home. Our lives became more dynamic, not only due to daily responsibilities but also the new experiences of living together. Each morning, our kitchen was filled with laughter and the aroma of freshly brewed coffee. Max and I often prepared breakfast as a team, sometimes indulging in the crispy scones he adored, or whipping up a simple omelette that carried the comforting essence of home. Evenings were spent cooking together, sharing stories from our day, and deepening our connection. Rocky, my loyal Labrador, initially found the changes puzzling. Once the sole focus of my attention, he now had to adapt to sharing his space with Max. I recall Rocky's curious and slightly skeptical gaze as Max settled in. However, Rocky, being intelligent and affectionate, soon recognized that Max brought not only change but also love and warmth to our home. Occasionally, Rocky would squeeze between us on the sofa during a movie, or rest his paws on Max's legs, seeking attention. We laughed it off, and Max always made sure Rocky felt cherished as a vital part of our family. On weekends, we would take Rocky for walks along paths lined with lush grass and wildflowers. Max's laughter echoed as Rocky frolicked through the grass or darted around playfully, which never failed to make me smile. In those moments, my heart overflowed with warmth and happiness, enriching every aspect of our lives. Life inevitably comes with its challenges and adjustments, especially as Max and I navigate the balance between work and home. Yet, our mutual love and sincerity have made these transitions smoother. On evenings when Max returned late from work, Rocky and I would wait for him under the warm glow of the living room light. His eyes, though weary, always lit up with joy upon seeing us. As Max knelt to pet Rocky, I realized that our love extended beyond just the two of us, creating a true family bond that included Rocky. We faced our share of minor disagreements, like household chores or balancing time between work and each other. These moments taught us about patience and understanding. Max had a tendency to leave books and papers scattered, which initially irked me. But instead of letting it become a bigger issue, I learned that open and honest communication was essential. Max listened, and together we found a harmonious balance between personal habits and mutual respect. Over time, our little house filled with memories, peaceful evenings by candlelight, small repairs Max undertook himself, and Sundays spent tending to our flower garden. Rocky would bask in the sun, his tail wagging contentedly, embracing the happy, fulfilling life we shared. However, despite the joy, shadows of my past occasionally crept into my thoughts. Unspoken memories and feelings of guilt lingered, reminding me of past mistakes I wished to erase. Seeing Max's warm eyes and unconditional love often stirred a sense of unworthiness within me, a wave of emotion that left me questioning my own deservingness. His genuine affection only heightened my inner turmoil, making me reflect deeply on my worthiness of such love. There were nights, amidst the quiet of our home, where I lay awake, listening to his steady breathing and feeling isolated by my thoughts. These experiences served as valuable lessons, reminders that life doesn't always follow the path of perfect choices. I had moments where I let my heart wander, succumbing to emotions and weaknesses that led to regrettable decisions. Yet, I understand now that dwelling in regret isn't the solution. I must face reality, forgive myself, and strive to make amends in my present life. To anyone grappling with similar temptations or insecurities, I urge you to be mindful and cherish what you have. A single misstep can distance you from what truly matters, risking both your peace of mind and the trust of those you love most. Don't let fleeting moments of weakness become lifelong burdens. Pause, reflect, and if necessary, turn back while you still have the chance. Sometimes, true courage lies in acknowledging your mistakes and choosing to live differently, valuing the present and protecting it with sincerity and determination. Love isn't just about what you receive, it's also about what you're willing to do to preserve it. Everyone errs, but the key difference lies in how we respond, whether we face these mistakes with courage and move forward, or let regret consume us. I chose to embrace and cherish my family more than ever, and I hope that anyone reading this finds the strength to make the right choices for themselves.